getting better. Won't you better say bye? Baby, don't just later. Mm-mm-mm. If you're in here, welcome. Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. Let me know if you can hear me well and swell and smooth. Things are running well. I know it's a lot of weather issues and still Mercury retrograde and stuff like that. So a lot of people's internet has been messing up. Hopefully we don't have any of that today. Um, Make sure to read the title, description box, and everything of that nature. I'm over here trying to fix these cards because they didn't got all mixed up. Ooh. Hey, Emo Witch, what's going on, love? I'm fine. How are you? Long time no see. I'm out of breath. Whew. I've been doing well. New year, all that. Whew. Getting over some PTSD and things that just don't even serve me. That don't even make sense. Things I was traumatized over when I really didn't need to be traumatized. Okay, just things that were in the way. So yeah, doing better in all areas: mentally, physically, financially, emotionally, spiritually, health wise, whatever you want to call it. Not 100%, but definitely way better. Doing all right? I know that's right. Yes. Have you like been on TikTok and stuff like that? I was just thinking about TikTok because I was like, I should get on there and do readings and da 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 da. But then when I really felt it out, I was like, I don't think I want to go on here and do readings. But the way that things are going, it seems like most people are over on TikTok doing readings or getting readings and stuff like that. So it's like, I don't know. How's work life? Did you get monetized? You said, yeah. Yeah, definitely take time. But I'm not even really worried too much about the time part. I'm really worried about like the construction of everything because things move a little faster on TikTok. Um, it's a lot of more. I don't know if I want to say internet issues because it's more like your comments may not be shown, and it's a lot of like I don't know what to call them, but it's like I don't know. I guess a lot of hassles or something like that. I don't know, but it's kind of like either you're lucky if you get or not. It's like a 50-50 on TikTok because again, your comments might not be shown, whether you're the one getting a reading or if you're giving a reading, you might not be seeing the person you're giving readings comments at first or during the read, and it's a lot of hassle on TikTok. But it's also a lot of business on there too, and it's hitting over there, and it's more up to date and everything. But at the same time, you know what I mean. So that's more the part that I would be like concerned about. Um, because eventually the subscribers will get there and all that, and I'll be able to go live and stuff like that. But it's like when you actually do, it's like, okay, how's all this gonna work? In a while, yeah, I haven't probably been on in like maybe 3 weeks or something like that. Exactly 50-50, yeah. And I don't know, maybe I'll do a little bit more research with TikTok, but yep, definitely growth can be quicker. Most definitely, more attraction. Like the more people, so that's the part I was saying. Like more people will be attracted and everything like that. But then at the same time, you know, I feel like it's like your business could easily grow, but it could easily fall too. And not to say because you're not working well or nothing like that, but more so because again, like the statistics and the comments not showing and this and that. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And then it's so many other people kind of thing. With YouTube, is a little bit more like not to say it's competition. I mean, it's competition everywhere. Not to really say you're competing, but at the same time, we won't have to worry as much as people easily flipping from that to the next and stuff like that. And then like I'll be losing readers too. I'm like, oh, I really like this reader. I think I saved them. I screenshot. I did this. I did that. And then next, I can't find them again on TikTok. And it's like, what the H? Some of them maybe they just quit, but not all of them. I know that quit. It's just I can't find them again. It's a little weird, but I like it too. So that's why I say I feel like it's like a 50-50. It's a whatever you get kind of thing. Just you're lucky if you get something. Hmm. But yeah, I'll always keep my YouTube. Even if I quit doing tarot for a while or quit forever, I'm always going to keep my videos and stuff in my lives and stuff because it's definitely something to remember and look back on. But I mean, TikTok ain't the only other thing. There's other things that you can like do tarot reads and different things on too. But I just be having so much stuff going on here and there, school and all kind of stuff. I can only do so much at once. I didn't order a package. What in the world? Maybe somebody else did. Hmm. 3 people on the live stream. Shout out to 3 people on the live stream. Hope we're doing well. We can talk about anything: sun, moon, stars, Mercury retrograde. If anyone's going strong in no contact towards someone, anybody healing, anybody got good news, anybody got plans, any readings that I gave to you in the past that's resonated. What's for dinner tonight? What's the plans for the weekend? What's something new you learned about life or found out? Or do you have a different perspective on the world now than you did before? Um, Whatever, honestly. Always have to be about tarot. I know sometimes people can't afford, or maybe they just don't want one at the time, or whatever the case may be. But definitely can chat and connect, and we're a collective. What's your favorite? I was gonna say holidays, but I really meant like seasons. Mine's is like spring, fall kind of thing. Um, yeah, I'm really. I don't know what happened there. You said experience with it was on TikTok for a few months and posting short scenes to yeah, go live there is yeah. That's what I was like really trying to do, go live. I'm not really a shorts person, but I did like post some shorts on there to kind of like gain some attraction, but that's not really the main thing I want to do. They don't go there anymore. Yeah. What stopped you from going? Yeah, I had this one lady that blocked me from her channel, and it was over nothing really, but she probably didn't see it that way. Of course, that's why I said hassles because she thought I wasn't following her rules and instructions when really I was just having when really it was like the internet and the thing that was like having issues because I would think she wouldn't see my question or skipped it, or I would think, or the live would be delayed. I don't know. It was like so many issues going on, and she thought I was like spamming or like not listening or like just doing something wrong, when really that wasn't my intent and really wasn't going on. So she had blocked me. I'm like, oh, that sucks because it's really over nothing because that's not really what was going on. So that's why I said it's like a lot of hassles though. It's like it could be good attraction, good money, and all that, but then it's also a lot of hassles. It's like, dang, she seemed like a cool reader and all, but that like kept her boundaries and everything like that. So she probably just really thought that was what was going on. And like sometimes I will actually accidentally repost my question. It's like, oh dang, I didn't do it. Now it looks like I'm spamming. You know what I mean? Like, oh man. And I tried to explain to her that, but it was too late because um, it goes so fast that by the time she saw my comment of like, hey, that wasn't my intentions, this is what happened, what was going on, she already blocked me. So she didn't, I don't think she ever got to really see that. So it was like, well, okay, what a bummer. Unless you really feel called, yeah. I'm better at like personal reads than I am at collectives, honestly. But I still like do them like here and there if I, get a little message, let people know. But like to really get into it, no, because I feel like it's very detailed and specific that like only a few would like resonate, you know. Happen often, yeah. It's like a little less misunderstandings that happen here on YouTube. But TikTok is like, dang. And some who are, yep, exactly. Everybody is like different. We got different gifts and everything like that. And some people get it, some people don't. But hey, I try to help people understand it that don't get it or like kind of new to it. That like, you know, every reader is different, and I'm more of this type of reader. You know what I mean? I can help in this sense, but I'm not. If I can't really help, then maybe I can find someone a different reader that can help you in that sense. Or just trust your intuition, or you know what I mean? Because yeah, I'm not uh that good at, again, zodiacs. Um, I'm more personal than collectives. I got certain questions that I like to get into more than others. We got different clairs and stuff. So yeah, I don't really do meet. I tried mediumship, but I found that I don't really think that's for me or my strong suit or something I really want to get into. Some readers are more good at reading the past, more in the future, some more in the present, and you know, gotta appreciate all gifts, be grateful for all gifts, and you know, had to post collectives. You enjoy it, but then it started becoming a burden. Yeah, because it seems like a real, probably maybe a strict, tedious, hard job or something. I don't know, but it's like I probably would be frustrated because again, like I'm more personal, so keep posting the collectives. Eventually, I'm gonna be like, okay, screw this. If it takes like too long to get where I'm trying to go, because I can get a little impatient sometimes, especially if I'm not really passionate about something. I'm not that passionate about doing collective readings as I am doing personal ones. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What are you? It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. Some people like doing shorter, not even just like shorts and then live. It could just even be any regular video. Some just like doing more short ones or more long ones. Even your target audience might prefer you doing maybe a shorter video or a longer one. Like some people might like that you're like very, very direct and get to the point. Some people might like that, like you give different scenarios and you talk soft and you do this, you know what I mean? It's whatever. But that's why it's good to like stay in your lane, do your own thing, be original, and things like that. because you can't lie about a gift. I mean, some kind of get away with it, but you can only get away with it for so long. You know what I mean? So even if your intentions aren't evil, to be like, I got to lie and say I got this gift, maybe you're just trying the gift, still kind of knowing that you're not good at it, and that's still kind of, you know. It's like when you really find what's for you and stick to it. It's like, okay, yeah, this is it. The Avenue, yeah, definitely still a good one. But I wouldn't probably have it as like the only one unless it really really works for you, and that's with anything, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram. Like if it really really works for you and you really are able to probably like depend on that as like one source of income, even though I really overall don't suggest one source of income. But if you are like comfortable and you know for a fact you will be able to depend on that for just that one, then cool. But if not, it's like you better have a TikTok, you better have a YouTube, you better have this, you better have that, you better go live on all of them. Yeah, because the clients that are on TikTok, most of them aren't on YouTube, you know what I mean? Or if they are, they just have a harder time at finding you. And that's why I said again, TikTok is a little bit more easier sometimes to find someone initially, but then again, sometimes you might lose them due to all the dang on hassles. So it's like a bargain. It's like a, yeah. It's like this one girl, I cannot find her again on TikTok. And I could have sworn I screenshotted her username. And it's like, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to scroll back towards her or what. If TikTok you don't stop, and TikTok you don't stop. Three people in a live stream. I don't buy it. Get the answers just right. You could also just come in and chat. Don't be afraid. Don't be a stalker. Don't be a creep. Don't be a troll. Because I ban those. And I return to sender. If you're sending any negativity, it will not work here. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, be some creeps that will focus on you way more than they focus on themselves. It's weird. Trying to see if they can get something to trigger you or one up on you or whatever case may be. It's like all that energy can go into you making some money, making yourself happy, or anything else. But I guess maybe they don't want that, or maybe they can't succeed that. So, if you want a sex card, let me know, love. It can be towards a person of interest, a partner, yourself, whatever. It's Freaky Friday, so I'm definitely in that mood to do those sexual readings. I thought I was gonna get more people in here, but probably out shopping. I don't blame them. I did a little shopping the other day though. I got me like a little bit more summer clothes, and I got me a dress. I need to start wearing more dresses. Yeah, if you don't get paid to stalk, I don't know what you're doing. Let me see. I would have to get paid a lot of money to stalk somebody because I don't like stalking people. So you have to pay me a lot if you want me to stalk. Not to say I never looked on the X page once or twice before, but to like truly stalk and be invested, like I would need some money and a lot. Oh, I know, hon. I know they're jealous and not to worry. I just pick sometimes and have fun with it to remind them that you don't have to be a stalker. You ever seen those movies and stuff, and they doing something crazy or something like that, and it's like you don't have to do this. It's like you don't have to be a stalker. See, one of them left, I think, trying to help them still, even though they hating on me. When you call the enemy out, when you expose the enemy, when you return to sender and all that good stuff, oh, they'll leave because they cowards. And they know you right, and they're embarrassed, and they're, you know what I mean. It's not working on you. They might be trying to find another victim at this point, whatever the case may be. Mm. Yep, I said return to sender last live, and somebody left. I remember this girl was trying to make me feel bad about like my finances and stuff. And then when I start praying to God for a better high paying job or whatever, she looked just so uncomfortable. She was like squirming in her seat and stuff. Like God is more powerful than the devil. And like I said, when you call the devil and the enemy and all that out, best believe it works. They don't they don't want to smoke with God. Okay. I'm still trying to figure out how much money I would accept to stalk somebody. I don't know if because that's a headache. It's a lot to worry about somebody else and lose out on your own life. You gotta think about that. Like I would have to be rich. You really would have to. I would have to be rich as fuck to really stalk somebody and be invested every second, pretty much of the day of my days. Because literally, you're missing out on your own life. So it's like, dang, like I don't know. I probably need like 12,000 a week. I don't know, more than that probably. And it's like, who's going to be able to afford that just for you to stalk somebody for them or whatever reason? That is unproductive, right? Just think. Yep. By faith and not by sight. Okay, period. Strong chosen ones over here. Strong divine ones. Strong child of God, okay? You gotta get it correct. But yeah, it's very unproductive. Just think of normally scrolling on your phone all day, watching these videos and doing all that. That takes up time. It's really gonna take up time if you're stalking somebody. It's even worse. Hmm. And it's like you're delusional if you don't think God is strong and powerful and real. Sorry. Well, I mean, other people have different beliefs that I really try not to step on that. It's not my problem or anything like that or responsibility because if somebody really doesn't want to, you can't force them. You got to show by example at that point, So if you really want somebody to believe in God like you do, you got to show by example instead of trying to like force them and you know throw the Bible at them, keep telling them quotes all day and and all that. That doesn't work. Show them how good it is believing in God and your blessings and different things like that, and then maybe they'll go ahead and want to believe. I done dodged many bullets. I done survived many times. I could have died and everything. So yeah, I done came from stuff that most people probably wouldn't have. I know. I don't know. I don't get it either. You don't get tired. I don't know. Like what's keeping them? I don't know. Sometimes some people do drugs with their stalking, so that kind of helps. If the crack keeps them up and different stuff like that. Um, I know you're not just talking about tired as going to sleep. You're talking mentally and everything like that too. But as far as that part, it's like yeah, drugs could be keeping them up while they're doing that. Um, it could be other things, but yeah, I don't know. But that's their mentality that we'll probably never get because we're not the ones stalking and doing all that stuff. So some things we'll never really understand on that side. But see, some of them are so like control hungry, and that's kind of gives them the fuel to go on because if they feel like they can like control you and play God in your life and stuff like that, once it actually does work on you, if it does, they're gonna feel happy, and that's gonna give them all the energy and stuff that they need. That's why I stopped giving my well, I wouldn't say give my power away because nobody give my power to fuck, but that's why I stopped giving a little energy away to people because those type of people, um, you could tell those type of people they keep poking you and trying to trigger you their best. When you finally give in and argue with them, snap, spaz out, cry, do this, that, and the third, as you notice, those people start getting happy, feeling powerful, loving it, and you know what I mean. So yeah, maybe some of them is like feel like the control fuels them or something. I remember this down low gay guy was like picking on me, and at first it wasn't working. I was ignoring him, whatever, like not worth my time. But then I forgot what he said that kind of got to me. It was like a threat that he was gonna like harm me. So that's what kind of got me. It's like your words were whatever, not really bothering me. But then when he kind of like said some type of threat that would like harm me, that would like trigger me, and then that got him to feel like he could like say terrible things and like whatever. So then he started like, oh yes, this is entertaining. Maybe he was bored. That could also be he was bored or something like that. He's like, oh yes, I love this. Da, 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 da. I've been wanting to like say this or get your energy or feel powerful or whatever dumb reason. but then he got, but then he felt salty again because he might have got me that split moment or second. But then it flipped again once I started telling him about himself better than he tried to tell me. He's basically trying to tell me I was worth this. I had nothing going for myself and da 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 da, which wasn't true because um, I done did a few businesses. I'm in college, close to degrees, and I've been doing all kinds of stuff. So it wasn't even true. And all he did was like, um, I think he went to the military, which is good. That's good. But it's like that's all. Because he was basically trying to say I'm dependent on other people and da 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 da. But it's like, but you're dependent on the military. And then after that argument, he went to school or whatever, and it's like, oh, now you're going to school now after I went to. After I did it first, you must feel some type of way about that. They project on you too, so he must really feel like himself wasn't worthy, but he just tried to put it on me. And it's like, oh wow, it was like he was getting a big head just because he was in the military. It's like, ooh, want a cookie? It's like, okay, what you gonna do once you're out of that, and once they're done, your contract is done, or they're done with you, you're done with them, whatever the case may be. What you gonna do then? You know what I mean? And he really haven't really worked 9 to 5 that much in his life, so he didn't really know how it was to like struggle with 9 to 5 and stuff like that. So it's like, well, once you're done with that and you get a 9 to 5, I hope you can keep it the way you're talking and trying to make someone feel. You know what I mean? Hope you keep up with it. Gotta stay firm in your truth. Yep. Because if I let him convince me that I wasn't really doing it, it would have got to me. Even though it didn't make sense, because it's like, I got full proof that I'm doing something. The proof is in the songs I put out, the businesses I have, the college that I have, you know, the intelligence that I have, and everything. The maturity, the proof is in the pudding. So it would be kind of a little stupid to believe him. But I could have believed him on a aspect that, okay, even though I did something, maybe I'm not doing enough because of what he's saying. And it's like, no, you don't have to believe nothing a hater is trying to tell you and project onto you. It's all about what you believe in your opinion, how you feel, if you're happy where you are in life. And even if you aren't, it doesn't give somebody the right to make you feel worthy because of it, or unworthy, excuse me, because of it. Especially when they're not doing better than you. It's like, shut the hell up. Get out of here. Your opinion is not wanted, needed, or even cared about. Wishing that exactly, yeah. Yeah, it was like they were waiting on that moment. That's what a lot of them do, though. They wait on that moment to make it seem like they got an excuse to like do what they're doing because they know it's wrong. They knew because I wasn't really talking to them or giving them my energy or ignoring them, that they just couldn't come out of nowhere and cause a problem because it's gonna look really crazy. Well, some of them are really crazy and they do it anyway, but it doesn't really work, especially because it looks really crazy. But some of them are more sneaky and it's like, let me try to make something up that triggers them and then they flip out and then it seems like they're just crazy, and then also I have a right to do what I've been wanting to do with them without it looking, again, really chaotic and psycho like they are. Or they try to say like you're goofy or this. Again, basically just trying to make you feel unworthy, but it's so ironic because most of them want to be you and copy you and admire you, look up to you, and you're doing better than them and stuff like that. So it's like, if I'm so goofy, unworthy, ugly, stupid, this, that, why do you want my energy so bad? Why do you want to control me? Why do you want to copy me? Why do you want to do this? Why do you know what I mean? Make it make sense, because it does not make sense at all. They're just trying to get in your head and your mind so that they can feel better about themselves, and it looks like they're doing better than you and stuff. You know, while you ain't thinking about a competition nowhere. I remember this guy at my job. I had a lot of scenarios because my light shines so bright, and us divine ones, chosen ones, whatever you want to call it, our light shines really bright, that we attract a lot of these haters and these crazy people. And until we learn how to like master in our power and not dim our lights for others and stuff like that, then we're gonna continue to have these problems. But yeah, he was one of the ones who did the out of the blue thing without a care in the world. It's like, I don't care if I do it out of the blue, because I barely knew him and he worked in a different section than me. He was like a server, I was like a cook in the kitchen. So he comes in the kitchen yelling and screaming and starting arguing with me out of nowhere. I'm over here near talking to another coworker about a whole different topic, and here he comes, and I don't even know what he was saying. Honestly, I couldn't even really understand him, but I just know he was like yelling and all looking angry and talking towards me and stuff like that about I don't know what the hell. And I'm over here, I couldn't even respond right away because I'm looking very confused and shocked, like, what the hell? And then I started responding or whatever, like, he was trying to tell me to like leave the job, quit, this, that, and the third. It's like, the hell? No, you ain't the damn boss. What the hell? So I was like, whatever. That was weird. The next day comes, and I'm thinking it's over. he didn't get what he want, whatever case be. Nope, wrong. He comes and I make one of his orders for his table, and he comes back there acting like I made it wrong and it was a problem. And I swear to God, 100%, nothing was wrong with that plate. It was done well. I think he was mad because I was the best worker there and I barely got anything wrong and I worked really fast, got orders out fast. I was down there perfect. And maybe he wanted promotion and maybe thought it was gonna go to me. I don't know where his mind was at. I didn't really care that much to dig in deep. But yeah, he tried to make it seem like the order was wrong and try to have me remake it. And then I kind of like cussed him out a little bit and said I'm not remaking it or whatever. And then he gonna try to ask another coworker to remake it because his pride and ego didn't want him to like make it or whatever case may be. I should have told the other coworker like nope, don't make it for him, but I was like whatever. I know I'm not making it though. So he went on. That kind of like irritated me for the rest of the day. So I just stopped making his orders for the whole rest of the day. And then he kind of like got mad and was crying to some coworkers and a manager or whatever because, you know, yeah, I just wasn't under his control that or whatever he wanted so bad. Oh man. So he started to leave me alone, respect me after that. Sometimes you got to put your foot down. And not only that, don't bite the hand that feeds you. I wasn't feeding him literally, but you got to go through me to get the orders for your tables. So if you treat me bad and disrespect me, think I'm gonna make your order, you're wrong. Now you don't know what to do because I don't even think he knew how to make the food or anything like that. Even if he did, they was gonna be like, "What you doing in here?" And even if he did, then you can't be taking orders and making food at the same time. So you need me. You know what I mean? You bite off the hand that fed you. See, you got to think before you try to comfort someone. I guess he thought I was just gonna like. He probably was racist too. Maybe he wanted me to be a slave. I don't know, but maybe he thought I was just gonna be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna make it over, or I'm gonna keep making your plate, or I'm gonna like be your bitch. I don't know, but it totally wrong. It's like f all his orders. I went around all of them. Oh, you know it's Mercury retrograde. Is this who I think it is? Let me block this page. I don't have time. Plenty of fake pages right now. I can talk. Definitely not okay. He was a very aggressive person too. Like not just with me, but like with everybody in his relationships and everything like that. And then he'll wonder why like nobody cared for him, nobody understood his ideas, nobody liked to really be around, nobody like. Then he will wonder why, and it's like that's why. But I don't know if he didn't understand or he just didn't care. Maybe because some people don't care, they just still want people to like deal with their bullshit. They want yes men and they want people that will deal with their abuse. Some people instead of like fixing their ways and changing and doing better and doing the right thing to attract what they want, instead, they go to people who are easy to manipulate, people who are empathetic and will always like give for them, do for them, and forgive them. People who will allow them to abuse them, and so instead of doing the work and all that, they just be lazy, a control freak or whatever you call it, and go to the next person that is probably gonna like get on their knees and beg for them and kiss their feet. But I wasn't gonna do that, so I wasn't gonna kiss his ass. I don't even know you to kiss your ass. Even if I did know you, I'm not kissing nobody's ass. What do I look like? I don't care if he was giving me $1 million. I don't know. Certain some things I'm just not doing. It's not in my character. It's not my morals. If somebody told me like get down on the ground right now, kiss my feet, do this, do that, and I'll give you $5,000, I'm gonna look at them crazy. I will make that $5,000 another way. Fuck you. Okay, I'm just not doing that. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, yeah. and us empaths. I don't even like to call myself that anymore. I done away with that title. Certain titles, because I feel like I love spirituality. I love that I came into this, but everything has a pros and cons. And I found out that some cons of coming into this spirituality and reading tarot and all this other stuff, it is kind of like the people pleaser role and stuff like that. Because yes, I'm overall I'm a sensitive person, but I kind of feel like a little when I came into like tarot and all that, I became even more sensitive because you think you gotta be more professional, this, that, and the third, or you're gonna lose subscribers and da 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 da. Because at first I didn't care. I'm like, oh, I'm not reading for you, da da da. I had so strong boundaries, and then eventually they got knocked down because it's like, oh, you're rude, and you're not talking soft like the other tarot readers, and blah 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 blah, and this, that, and the other, and like my boundaries kind of got weaker for a moment, and I had to like rebuild and work my way up. You know what I mean? And some things in my past I'm ashamed about. I was like, damn, I should have stood up for myself, or I should have did this, I should have did that. But at the same time, it's like, can you blame me when you have a whole bunch of people pointing the finger and saying you're to blame and da da da, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't stand up for yourself, da 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 da. You know what I mean? But that's how these crazy people try to do. It's just the way of life. You gotta accept that you know, some things are terrible, but there's also good things too, and I try to pay attention to those things more. But yeah, that was like one of my worst jobs with him just coming out the blue, starting an argument. It's like, what the hell? It was like the Twilight Zone or the Matrix or something. It's like, what in the world? I barely had two conversations with you. I don't know you from a can of paint, and then you just come out of nowhere with the argument that uh, nothing ever happened between us. Like, how did you find drama? What the hell? It was the weirdest thing I ever experienced in life. Like, I've never had somebody just out of the blue come towards me with some imaginary drama. Like, he had to practice that. Like, did you practice that? Like, okay, I'm just gonna go in and say this, and boom, turn around and just start going. Like, it was like, what? Like, oh man, cut it out. At least have a problem or find a problem or something. Don't just out the blue come in and be like, yada yada yada. You seem crazy. Unless somebody told, I don't know, maybe, or it could have been somebody got in his ears and said, oh, she's doing this, that, and the third, and then he just came out the blue and said, but even then, that's still kind of crazy. At least confront me and approach me first, and then maybe argue, but just to come in out the blue and start arguing was just weird as fuck. Like, no context at all, right? It's tough, but we need to do what we need. Okay, gotta do what you gotta do. Even if others don't understand or get mad, is yep, you hit the nail on that one. No, it wasn't in the live. It was at one of my old jobs. That's all I was saying. It was one of the worst jobs I ever had. I told you he was a server and I was a cook. He just came in the kitchen out the blue with an argument with no context, like you said. And I'm like, what the hell? So I said a couple words. We had a little argument or whatever. And then that was that. And then the next day, like I said, he was like, oh, this order is wrong when it wasn't. He just took, he was like, you forgot the beet. It was like a salad I made for his order. He was like, you forgot the beet because it gets like a little beet on the top of the salad. And I know for a fact 100% I didn't. I remember grabbing it and all that other stuff. And I even, matter of fact, I think I seen him take the beet off the dang on salad and then was like, oh, you forgot the beet and this got to be remade and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just looking at him like, get out of my face. This is your joke. I'm not making that. Now, imagine I didn't have boundaries at that time and was like, okay, or was scared or thought if I didn't, it was going to be a consequence or whatever the case may be. And was like, all right, and made the salad. Like, he'd have thought, oh, I'm powerful, I control. And then he would have thought again, oh, I can do this next time. I'm going to go over there and say something else is wrong and just have this, that, and you know what I mean? He would have really thought he was doing something and could do something. But no, I was like, no, get out of my face. I'm not making that. And I made it right. And I only made it because I thought after that little argument, he let it go and that it was what it was. But no, he wanted to continue, and I didn't know he wanted to continue. I'm like, oh, so you're still like having an imaginary conflict with me? Oh, I didn't know. Okay, well, yeah, I'm not doing it else for you. Okay, and that's when he started crying to the coworkers and the boss and stuff um, about me not making orders and stuff like that. And it's like whatever. But after that, he again, like I said, he didn't do anything else. He respected me. He knew that like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't bite off the hand that feeds me. Because how in the hell would you, Come on now. You got to play it smart at least. Like, just think, if would you talk to your boss like that? Probably not, because you'd probably be fired on the spot, unless you think you have a weak boss. Because some people know what type of boss they have. Because it was two bosses at their job. One was very strong, a man. A lot of people respected him. But then there was also a lady boss, and people walked all over her. They didn't respect her. Um, she was always she was fake, but like she was, I don't know. It was like sometimes she'll play super nice, sometimes she'll be fake, do stuff, and then hide her hands. Then she'll try to play strong. Then she'll, I don't know. She was all over the place. Nobody really cared. But so they'll say and do whatever, and they'll know for a fact that she's not gonna fire them. But if they did that to him, you're out the door. You know what I mean? So people know who they can play with. They do. Everybody got somebody that, you know. How can I say? I mean, I'll say this: like, you can't beat the whole world. I know that I can't win every fight in the world. I can't win every argument. I can't win every, you know what I mean? But some people are so delusional or so cocky or whatever the case may be, and it's like, I can whip everybody in the world. Da da da. I'm not. Da, 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 you know what I mean? And it's just not true. It's like everybody got somebody that like would be, probably beat their ass. But that doesn't mean you have to still back down from them. You know what I mean? It's just to say that like you got to be realistic. You know what I mean? But some people, they get themselves in some mess because they aren't realistic, and they just do whatever. They think they can say whatever, do whatever, and there's no consequences. And sometimes it ain't, if they're dealing with someone who won't give them consequences. That's why I said they know who to play with. If they feel like you're nice, you're not gonna fire them, you're not gonna talk back, you're not gonna slap them, you're not gonna report them, you're not gonna call the police, whatever case may be, then they're probably gonna keep on doing whatever they're doing. You're not gonna ignore them. You're not gonna, you know what I mean? They're gonna be like, okay, cool. I can like just, they're my doormat. I can walk all. I can do whatever. You know what I mean? But with the next person, they know. As soon as you do one thing, that person about to expose you. They about to do this, that, and the third. And it's like, you know what? I'm not gonna mess with them. You know what I mean? So they know who to play with. And sometimes even the look. When I first came to that job, my look is very intimidating. Most people, they see my look and it's like, I'm not messing with her. But little did they know, my boundaries was weaker back then. So sometimes maybe I would have let things slide. And I did let little things slide. And it could be confusing. It's like, dang, when I looked at you and intimidated, I thought like you wouldn't let anything slide. But I did. But now I'm back to where I'm not letting anything slide anymore. Whether you think I look intimidating or not, you're gonna find out. Okay? You're definitely gonna find out. But that's because I was convinced that like me standing up for myself was too mean or evil or crazy or wrong, because I had certain people around me like, oh, if you stand up for yourself, you're mean, crazy, you're wrong, this, that, and the third, and it's just not true. Like, you got the right to stand up for yourself. You don't have to accept abuse because some psycho or certain things I wouldn't do because it was like, I think I'm gonna be fired and da 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 da. And it's like, you know what? Fuck that job. I let a lot of disrespect go on because I thought I was gonna lose that job, and I felt like I really needed it, to get to where I was going. But I really should have just said fuck that job and stood on business. But you live and you learn. I would never do that again over no shitty job. It wasn't even worth letting the thing slide that slid. You don't bring others into it. That's good, but sometimes that could be dangerous too, because some people think they could just like do certain things in private. It's like, it's no cameras around. This ain't going on. That ain't going on. Some people are dangerous with their envy. They might do something about it, like stab you in the eye, throw acid on your face, and whatever the case may be, and then act like they had nothing to do with it. Trust me, I experienced some things and I've seen some things. Like the girl, she had her own salon, and it was these other two girls that acted like they wanted their hair done and stuff like that. And then when they got there, they threw acid on her face. Which, that's not really a private scenario, but still, you just can't trust people. So I don't know, if you do have a private conversation, maybe go out to dinner, just the two of you. I'm pretty sure the other people at the restaurant don't know you. They're strangers, and things like that. Maybe go in a little private area at dinner and then maybe have a conversation, because it's still like you're in public, but you're having a private conversation. But then like a private conversation at like your house or the closet and at work or something like that, that can be dangerous. If they hate you and envy you, I wouldn't. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even suggest having a conversation because they're probably not going to admit their wrongs. They're probably not going to tell the truth. They're probably not going to be honest. They're probably not going to say sorry anyway. So it's like it's not even the point of having a conversation with them. Just keep your distance. Yep, not every conflict is worth fighting. That's another thing I had to learn because I would be so quick to like get into a physical fight, but I had to learn over time that that's not the only way to handle conflict. There's other ways, definitely. I know that was the saddest story and cases I ever heard with the acid. I felt really bad for the girl. Like y'all took, you just took that from her. She was a beautiful girl too. That's probably another reason that they probably were really jealous too. Not only were you young and you had your business together, you were beautiful, and they threw acid on her face. And I'm like, that is so sad. So it's like if you get any wind that somebody is jealous of you, stay away from them because that's dangerous. Seriously, they could try to play it off if they want to, or make it seem like it's not that bad, or no, I don't care. Get away from them. Seriously, because it's one thing to like maybe feel some way about somebody, but you don't do nothing about it. That's cool. But then there's another thing when you really, really hate somebody and envy them, and you just want to destroy them every second chance that you get. You gotta get away from those people. It's not worth it because they don't have nothing to lose, and they're gonna help you lose everything. Might as well stay. Yeah. Hey, Tyler, what's going on, boo? I just been chatting away. We over here talking about haters, even though they don't really need energy, but it's also good to share knowledge to help each other of how to deal with these haters. So if anybody here got tips on how to deal with haters and people that's jealous and envious of you, that's very dangerous, let us know. Because I was just telling that story where the girl threw acid on the other girl face. The girls threw acid on that other girl face because they was jealous of her. Now her life is, I don't want to say ruined, but kind of. They took her face from her. They took her beauty. They took her pretty privilege. I want to say, you know what I mean? So that's just terrible. It's horrible. Like it's very sad. It's one of the saddest things I ever heard, and I really do feel for the girl. Like, and it's not like she even did. It's not like they stole from her the people mom or hurt their kid or any. It's not like she did any of that. They were just pure jealous, and it's like, dang. It was another case where some chemicals got thrown on somebody's face, but this one was a little different because they were friends, and she was letting her friend live with her because her friend had, supposedly had nowhere else to go. She's like, "Cool, you can live with me." Da da da. But then it started becoming a problem. I think she was like just tearing her house up and not respecting rules and just doing the most. And she's like, you got to kind of like go. I'll help you find somewhere. And I even think she said she would like pay for her somewhere. I'm not really sure about that part, but it was like basically you got to go. You're doing too much. Like, and the girl refused, and or she was upset. And before she left, she was like warming some stuff up in the microwave. Which I don't know. Did she already had this stuff handy? Cause how the hell she get that? And then you know what I mean? And then she threw it on her face. I seen another one. See, it's a lot of these ones. It's starting to scare me these days because, like, yeah, I'm definitely not trusting nobody. You ain't about to throw acid on my face. You know what I mean? So, and this one, it was like the girl blood sister, and I don't know what their issue was, but she went on live, and like her whole middle of her face was like burnt, and they was like sewing it up and stuff. And she's like, I would have never thought, da 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 da. And I'm like, oh my god, like it was just too much. Hey, Noah, what's going on, love? And it's so sad, right? Like I said, instead of like trying to better themselves, they're lazy and they want to hurt you and step on your toes to so-called get to the top. But that's not the true work. If they only knew. Like sometimes this stuff take time, and that's okay. See, we go on the right route. They trying to go a cheap and so-called easy route, and you know, we think, oh, let me rob them. It's gonna help me to get to the top. Next thing you know, they in jail for some years, and now actually you just backtracked, stupid. But they're not thinking that way. They think it's a quick come up. Matter of fact, I don't. Let me see, because it was 3 cases. I think the sister is about to be facing jail time for that one case. The friend is, and I seen the friend, and I'm sorry not to be offensive, but I seen the friend that got thrown acid on her. She was very beautiful, and then I seen the friend who threw the acid. I'm sorry, she looked very ratchet, and I understood why she. Well, I don't understand because I would never do that, and that doesn't make sense. But I kind of get it a little bit of why she threw the acid as far as her jealousy. Um, but I mean, if you're that jealous of somebody, stay away from them. If you feel like you're gonna do all that, get some help because obviously you need it. And then the first case with the salon and stuff, I don't think they are facing jail time because I don't even think they. I think they still trying to like see exactly who the hell did it. But yeah, I think them girls ran and they trying to figure out what the heck went on. But if y'all want a free sex card, let me know. There's no other free readings that's going on besides that. If you want more than that, donation is required. A lot of questions that y'all ask, you can answer them yourself, or it's best to answer yourself so you can see exactly what you probably need to work on. And I'm talking about you, Noah. You said, "Are you really worthless?" I want you to answer that for yourself. And you even said you work really hard on yourself. So what the hell do you have to feel worthless about? Even if you didn't work hard on yourself or something in the world, we all come out worthless. I mean, I said worthless. We all come out worthy. My nose is itching. A little humor, but we all come out worthy. Like nobody's better than nobody. The hell, we all human. We all share the same blood. Like if somebody's trying to make you feel unworthy, you need to maybe look at them. Like what the hell they got going on? Because the most people that talk a lot and try to make you feel bad about yourself, they actually feel bad about themselves and they don't have anything going on. See your own worth. It's not really up for them to see your worth. You teach people how to to see your worth and to respect you and stuff like that. You know, and if they don't see you as like a if they don't see you as your authentic self as you want them to see you, then screw them. Get around other people that will. And I can relate definitely. I feel you. I felt neglected, misunderstood, da da da, black sheep of the family, da da da. Um, but I had to pick myself back up because I really wanted a change. I really wanted something different. And then I had some type of confidence in myself. I'm pretty sure you got some type of confidence. You don't just feel just totally shitty. You know what I mean? Like you said, you worked really hard on yourself, and maybe some craft or something. So you got some type of confidence. Maybe everybody got some type of insecurity too. Remember that you're not the only one feeling that way. Like I said, I related to it before. Everybody got some type of insecurity, whether it's physical, mental, financial, whatever the case may be. Everybody got some type of insecurity. But our confidence is supposed to outweigh those insecurities or insecurity because you may only have one. But you got to get to the root cause of it. Like, what's making you feel this way? What exactly is making you feel this way? Matter of fact, because it could be you or other people, but what is it that's actually? Is it because you feel like you don't got a job, a car, like what? Do you feel like you're annoying? Like, what exactly is making, Facts, title. Somebody just said that too. You have to live like, yeah, you're gonna be with yourself your whole life. Like, say right now you live with family. Say you make a decision to be like, oh, I want to just up and move to New York. Oh, you definitely got yourself right, because now you gotta get to know people and stuff like that, because you don't really know anybody in New York, right? Say, and knock on wood, I hate to be offensive or bring this up, but we all pass away one day. Say some family, done went on and stuff, and then now it's you. You gotta depend on yourself. You can't depend on others. You gotta depend on yourself. The self love and self esteem comes first. That's why it's called self esteem, because it's how you feel about you, not what other people feel about you. You need to stop making people's opinions matter. You know, especially when they're really insecure. They might be more insecure than you are. You have no business worried about these people's opinions and gossip, and you know you got to do what makes you happy, and not feel shame or judged. And I know sometimes it can be a little harder, but never been loved. I feel that too. But that's not the truth. You definitely can. I'm definitely 100% sure that you came across a few people that loved you in life. You probably didn't notice it because you were so used to the ones who didn't. You know what I mean? I definitely gone through that where I pushed away good people away from me because I was so used to other people who would feed me nothing but negativity and hate and jealousy and envy and things of that nature. So it was kind of like hard to, but as time went by, I understood. And I got a little bit of those people still in my life, but the other people are gone, which is okay. I mean, that's life anyway. Some people are going to be with you for a season, some of them for a life. Well, nobody's really for a lifetime unless like you got good parents and they're there with you, pretty much until they go on. But other than that, like your exes, you didn't know them at one point and you were probably doing just fine without them. A friend, a coworker, a pet, whatever. Like Title said, you are going to be living with you mostly throughout your whole life. So you got to make sure you treat yourself the best, you know? And again, if you treat yourself shitty or think about yourself shitty, more people are going to probably do that too, unfortunately. Sometimes humans are savages, you know? Yep, not selfish to say no at all. Stop pouring from an empty cup. If you giving people a whole bunch of money just to be your friend, stop that. I don't know whatever case may be. That's just an example. Stop that right now. You ain't got to pay for nobody friendship. Be your own motherfucking brand, okay? Until the right ones come along. You said your kids don't have a hard time getting rid of you, hollering. Hey, Sonny, what's going on, huh? Never receive the love. Yep, stop giving them love. They don't deserve your love. Fuck them. You know the right ones that deserve your love? If it don't feel right, if you don't feel it, that ain't love. Some people, like when you go to hug somebody, the right people, you gonna feel the love in that hug. When you don't feel the love in that hug, stop hugging them. Stop dealing with them. Run, block them. Tell them God told you to stay away from them. Okay? Stop. Just stop. They ain't prospering, girl. They trying to hide they downfalls. Nobody really puts the worst out online or tell people they're worse. They hide. You know how many people I told stuff and I wish I would have told them and they threw it right back in my face. But I caught some of them when they was going through some stuff, and then they'll try to hurt and wipe their eyes or do whatever case may be. You know, try to make it seem like they ain't going through karma or whatever case may be, because they don't want you to do the same. It's some people who they can like make fun of everybody else's problems and issues and stuff like that, but they wouldn't dare tell nobody they losses and they struggles and what they're going through. You know what I mean? They wouldn't dare. Their husband left them and cheated in their bed. They lost a fight. They got magnets in their house, roaches, whatever. They ain't telling nobody that. They ain't telling nobody that, but they gonna make fun of you. Best believe, especially if you open up to them. That's why you gotta stop opening up to the people that you know is all they're gonna do is make fun of you once you do. Stop doing that. Please. Do yourself a favor. Okay? Keep doing yourself some favors. That's what you need to do. Yep, you looking for other people to validate you, validate you. You say I matter, the fuck. You deserve to be treated like a decent human being. Don't make me go off. Okay, I want you to stop today at this very moment. Stop pouring from an empty cup. Well, your cup ain't really empty. Stop, for one, stop saying that too. You making it empty because you keep pouring. It's not really empty, but you're making it empty. Remember that. You're welcome, love. And they twisted mine, right? Some people are just really delusional. They could be like, they could not have a degree, but try to make you feel bad for being in college. Trust me. If you notice, the most people that's trying to bother you, they doing worse than you, and they make no sense. It's really stupid. But you might be wrapped up too much in your emotions and your own insecurities or being nice or whatever case may be that you're not noticing this. Okay? Trust me, I had it before. Somebody who didn't even have a degree trying to make me feel bad because I'm in college working on a degree. Does that make any type of sense to you? No, it don't. So it's like, why should you even make that person's opinion matter? It's like, you're a loser. Get out of here. And you got to stop thinking boundaries means you're mean and evil. I always say this because I got tricked before, sadly, thinking that standing up for myself or having boundaries and stuff like that is mean and evil. No, it's not. The fuck? If somebody's disrespecting you, you can disrespect them back. The hell? You ain't being respectful to me, so why should I be respectful and nice and kiss your ass? If they wouldn't do it for you, why are you doing it for them? How dare you better yourself? Title. Right. Cut it out. I'm telling you, I had a cousin. She's so sweet. She's one of my favorite cousins. But I noticed she was like paying. She would always pay her friends away, and she even started to try to do that with me. And I tried to tell her like, don't do that. But she's like, no, it's not a problem. And I'm really trying to convince her like, sometimes every now and again, nothing wrong with it, but every single time, no, you're not paying for a damn friendship. Come on now. I'm worthy because I said I am, and I don't have to explain to nobody that I'm worthy. I don't have to prove to nobody that I'm worthy. You know what I mean? It does help when you do have some things that been achievable and stuff like that. It does help, but you don't necessarily have to have it to feel worthy. But yeah, I can feel worthy because I'm in college. I put out a good song before. I got a tarot business. I know how to dance my ass off. Uh, you know, I know how to write some poems. Whatever. You can be confident in anything. It don't always have to be just your looks. It could be anything you could be confident in. Just switch it around. Anything that you think negative, flip it into a more positive thing. When you go to bed at night, okay? When you go to bed, when you wake up in the middle of the day, etc. And again, it's not like you won't ever think negative or have one of them days, but just make sure you have more confident days than you have those days you're feeling that way. I've realized for the most part the times that I did feel that way was because of other people trying to tell me that I was unworthy. It wasn't coming from me. It was coming from them. As soon as I got away from those people, or even if I took a break or from around, I felt better and instantly happiness. Like, dang, I wouldn't even thought I would feel instantly happy when I cut them off, but I did. Because you don't have people constantly feeding your mind that negativity. It's like they're not a vibe to be around. Why you keep being around them? They're annoying. They always got something negative to say. They always want something their way. It's like, why in the hell you want to be around them anyway? Shit, you don't want to be their friend. You don't see them as worthy. The hell? It ain't always about what they think and they want. Shit, you got an opinion and everything too. Better being you than around people who don't value you. I don't care if you do feel like the weirdest on earth. You're not really weird. You just probably different than them. But it's like have fun in your so-called weirdness, because it's gonna be better than being around them. Trust and believe. Yep, free sex card. We're just gonna do like maybe 1 to 3 of them. But yeah, I even have people around me that try to say, "Oh, I was too wild," when I'm really just showing my outgoing personality. But anything they can twist to make you feel bad and make them feel better, you know. They only said that because I was taking up the attention, but they try to flip it and make me feel, like I was a problem, so that they could feel better. It's all just a mind game, really. You want one title? I was gonna ask too, but I kept on talking. Definitely a mind game. That's why our mental is like, you gotta have a strong mindset. You gotta really work on that. Because trust and believe, if hater can get in your mind, you're screwed. And a hater don't have to be just your next door neighbor that's hating, or your coworker, or your sibling, or a hater can be the government, because the government as a whole be trying to make people feel a certain type of way and try to keep up with certain trends and the Joneses and stuff like that. And they convince other people, that that's how life should be and how you should live and where you should be at a certain age and what you should achieve. And everybody's life is different and path is different. Like, you probably don't even want to do what they're doing. But since it's all on social media and everybody's doing it, now you might feel a little obligated. No, F that. No, make a vision board, of your true desires and stuff. And then you'll probably be like, oh, well, this is what I really actually want. Yeah, screw what they were talking about. Okay. How dare you be comfortable with yourself? The audacity. Title. You gotta stop. Right. It's not a fucking crime. Well, I forgot the famous person that sung that song. It said, "What's wrong with being confident?" Like literally nothing at all. Because then it's a problem when you're insecure. It's always a problem with something. When you're thick, it's a problem. When you're too fat. When you're thin, it's a problem. You're too skinny. When you're funny, it's a problem. Now you trying to you so-called trying to purposely get everybody attention. This, that, third. When you quiet, it's a problem. Like, oh, you too quiet, you're boring. When this go on, it's a problem. When that go on, it's a problem. Everything is a so-called fucking problem for somebody. That's why you gotta toot your own horn, stay in your lane, appreciate what you appreciate, do what you want to do, and what makes you happy and stuff like that, and what you value. It's about what you value and stuff like that. You know, just think of your mind as your home too. In your home, I will hope that certain things you want to accept. You want to accept some random stranger to come in your home and just start going on your refrigerator, talking crap to you, throwing stuff on the ground, and just doing all kind of stuff. You're probably gonna whip their ass, cuss them out, and just handle that, right? That's also your mind too. You're gonna allow certain stuff to creep in like that. By all this stuff that make you right. So I don't want this bull for real. It's not even cute for real, but it's the trend, so most people want to wear it. Like, get out of here. Like UGG boots. I was never, well, I wouldn't say I was never a fan. It was okay looking at me, and I was gonna probably try it out. But when I really thought about it, it's like it's not gonna look right on my feet, in my opinion. So I'm not gonna get them. And I'm not gonna force nobody to make me get no UGG boots. So, you know, but I've always been that way. Like certain outfits, I'm not wearing just because somebody else, because it's a trend. Or I probably couldn't afford it at that time. But most likely it was because I'm just doing my own thing. Like, because I don't even like outfits that match too much. I like to put it together my dang on self and make it look a certain way and be unique. And don't anybody judging for me for that. My toes is purple right now. You think I'm gonna let a hater come up to me and be like, "Ew, like your toes purple? That's weird." Da, da, da. We only do French tips. Da, 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 da. It's gonna be like, get out of my face. Seriously, because these is fire, honey, and it's different and stand out. So if you want to be a part of the group that all y'all wear French tip and y'all all look the same, then be my guest. But I'm gonna be over here standing out, feeling good about myself. And they ain't even waterproof, right? Okay. I'm more of a fighter, not a talker, but I had to learn to talk and clap back because, like I said, fighting is not the only way to solve your problems. It's not. Sometimes you gotta ignore. Sometimes you gotta clap back. Sometimes you just gotta fully walk away. Do whatever you gotta do, but just don't let them have your mind, your heart, your confidence. Take it for somebody who's been through the ringer. Take it from somebody who has a lot of haters and had to deal with many different hating personalities. Take it from me. Trust and believe. Just don't let them get to your mind, honey. Okay, smile on their face. I see that hate. You ain't good at hiding envy. You can never sit in the same room with me without feeling bothered. Oh, boo boo, sweetie. Did you want to read the title? I'm sorry, I don't know if I've seen you say anything. When you say yes. Yeah, I don't want to hear y'all talking no more of that talk. And my workplace, da da da. I don't want to hear none of that no more. You know damn well you aren't. And like I was telling you, Saturday the other day. At one point, I didn't think anybody could be jealous of me. Oh, how naive was I? I had to learn the hard way that, like, yeah, people could be jealous of anything and everything, and it's not always about looks. Because that was my main thing of why I thought people couldn't be jealous. Because it's like, who's jealous of having a big nose? But I had to learn the hard way that, like, some people actually want that. You'll be surprised. Oh yeah, my mindset changed now, but back then, I was thinking so bad about myself. Like, nobody wants to be in the position I'm in. I got a big nose. This reason, that reason, blah 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 blah. So I just thought it wouldn't be possible. Or it's like, oh, in society standards, she look better than me, so I doubt she's jealous, but it's like it's not always about that. And maybe even though society believes thinks she's look better than you because of her standards, that doesn't mean she does. You know what I mean? She might still be feeling some type of way, But I had to learn the hard way of all of that. Because most people they think that like when somebody's not doing better than you, when they're uglier due to society's standards and belief and this, that, and the third, that automatically could mean that they're jealous. But when it's like they look better, they got more going on than you, this, that, and the third, then they can't be jealous. But that's not true, and I had to learn that. I had to learn that. Somebody could still be jealous even if they got more cars than you, more money, this, that, and they still can be. Because maybe it's your energy, maybe it's something else. You know what I mean? Maybe it's the way you talk. Maybe it's the way you attract a whole bunch of guys and they don't even know they look good. But it's like you're they still not pulling them like you pulling them. You know what I mean? For some reason. Maybe you get more blessings in life overall and that's why they mad. It literally could be anything, but like I said, I had to learn that. Does not yeah. Standard for society, yep. Yep, we can't get mad at all. Nope. It's not even mad. It's probably just standing up for ourselves and then we're a problem once again. Let alone have confidence, right? It's always mad black woman, this, that, and the third. It's like, and then even sometimes our own people do it and say certain things too. Oh, our hair is nappy, this, that, and the third. Like, why does our hair have to be nappy? I hate that. Like, I'm sorry. This is what I was born with. Like, and I don't feel no shame about it. Like, you know, I may wear me a wig every once in a while, but like, I prefer to wear my natural hair. And I hate when people, say I look good when I'm wearing a wig and stuff like that. But certain people maybe they didn't compliment me when I wasn't wearing a wig, and it's like, bitch, I look good with my natural hair too. What are you saying? You know what I mean? But it's become the standard for a lot of people that it's like if you're not wearing lashes and a wig or cute braids or this, that, and the third, it's not attractive. It's like, get out of here. All the time just for existing. Yep, I can't stand it. And then me, I feel like it's a little different. Well, not just me, mixed girls like me, I want to say. Um, Overall it's still like black race and but ours is a little different because we might get it from both ends. To some black people, I'm too white. To white people, it's like, nope, you still too black. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say we're getting it double, but it is different for us mixed race. Or it might be some, it's like you ain't really black, you or you have, or you ain't really black, or you don't really count, or you can't really speak on certain stuff. It gets annoying. It gets, I had many people try to make me feel terrible about my skin color. It's like, oh, you're so bright and light and this and, uh, almost like, but it's weird because they don't really do it that much to people that are albino, but they do it, when you just like regular mixed race. But I don't know, it's weird. And it's like, I mean, shit you can't control. Like, this is how I came out. It is what it is. Okay? It is what it is. This is how I came out. You know? Okay? Better embrace this. I get it from even my family. You're like, dang, and it's like, if you wanted your kid to be darker, then, maybe you shouldn't, you do everything when you dealt with who you dealt with. You know what I mean? If you go sleep with a Mexican man, you can't be over here complaining that your kids is half Mexican. Like, make it make sense. And I ain't gonna lie. I used to think I was. I used to wish that I did have a little darker of a skin tone, but at a certain point, I just accept myself for who I am and how the fuck I came out, because it's how I came out. So, you know. You can't tell me what the hell race I am. Get out of here. I know what I am. I mean, you got these people who claiming they are a certain thing and they aren't. I mean, they get picked on and judged too, but like, come on now. People are just some people are just irritating, weird, crazy, evil, and I don't know. But I try to stay away from those type of people as much as I can. Yeah, even then you can't control it. Yep, true. Cause my grandmother is black, but she had well I want to say my great grandmother was black, and she had like a white husband, and then that went down the line or whatever. And my mom, she's fully black, but my dad, he is kind of mixed through because of again my great grandmother. So, and that's how I kind of got a lighter tone. But it's like, who gives a fuck? Like, we all know by now that it's different fucking races in the world. So it's like, it's time to get over. Like, what's the problem? We know it's white, black, mixed, this, that. Like, okay, big fucking deal. You know, it's only a big deal when we get treated a certain type of way. Just accept that, like, we're all different. Like, what the fuck? Too brown, exactly. But I feel like my looks, feeling a certain way about my looks, has held me back for the longest. And it's like, who even gives a fuck anymore? Yep, this is me. This is how I came out. Couldn't control it. Sorry, not sorry. You know, and somebody's gonna not like somebody. It's people who don't like Beyonce for her personality or her looks or whatever the case may be. Like, it's you just ain't gonna get the whole world on your side. It is what it is. You ain't gonna like everybody, and everybody ain't gonna like you. But that doesn't mean people can just treat you any way they want. Like, you can not like me from a distance. That doesn't mean you about to try to get in my face or try to make you feel some type of way about, me. You know. And I'm not about to bleach my skin. I'm not doing none of that. Cause like I said, not because of this reason, but just saying, like I was saying earlier, everything is an effing problem. You're too white, you're too black, you're too this, you're too skinny, you're too thick, you're too tall, you're too short, your nose is too big, your nose is too small, your forehead is too big, your forehead is small, your hair is too nappy, your hair is too thin. This is going on, that is going on, blah 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 blah. You believe in that, you should believe in this. Da da da. Oh, you voted for Trump. Oh, you didn't vote for Trump. I don't think most people are gonna ever understand that. Like, we just gonna be different sometimes. Like, it's not gonna be on one accord. And even if it was on one accord, it would probably be boring as fuck. Like, when will people learn that being our authentic self is the best thing ever? I said this the other day. Imagine Michael Jackson wasn't being himself and making the great songs that he made. We wouldn't have got to experience that greatness, right? Come on now. Now, had he all been shy and in a bubble and all that, because of what he went through, if he let that affect him and hid in the closet something on where we wouldn't have got that. So it's like, fuck people, those type of people. You ain't gotta hide under a fucking rock and just let your light shine. Well, thank you for the likes, love. I have more likes than I think people came in. Maybe somebody's listening from a distance and taking it all in. Aw. But I am a little passionate about this, especially because I can relate to going through a lot and having many haters, or even if somebody wasn't hating, they was just trying to, I don't know, maybe trying to be a bully, but it never really worked because, for the most part, I would stand up for myself. But people just be being people, and hurt people. A lot of it 9 times out of 10 is projection any goddamn way. People who probably try to make me feel like I'm too white. Maybe they was mad because I still got black in me, and they were fully white, or maybe they felt some way about being too dark and they wanted to be a little lighter. You never really know. Maybe they had a more issue because I didn't really have. Like I said, I felt it before, but I got over that. I really don't even give a fuck. I don't have an issue with it. You know. So somebody like, oh, you light, you pale, this, that. Do you want to be a little lighter? Just say that. You know what I mean? Because what are you? Otherwise, why are you saying it? What does it even really matter to you? Does I really need to get off my chest? No, seriously. What does it even really matter? Seriously. Or even some other mixed people would do it. It's like, I know I'm mixed too, but you're still lighter. Like, it'd be the most uh that's what they call it, colorist. It'd be the most colorist shit going on too. And it's like, okay, you want a cookie? Because even if it did get you a better tiny treatment in the world, in some parts of the world, okay, you probably still gonna have to deal with some shit because everybody deal with stuff. Don't just think that these Caucasian people, and no offense, because I have Caucasian friends, just live in peaches and cream. They still get it too, because the government don't give a hell what race you are. We the only ones that they trying to make have a problem with different races, but the government don't care. As long as they get their money and they controlling stuff and doing, they don't care what race. Anybody that listens to them, they're like, cool, you know. I remember this one girl at my job. She went and got she wasn't really like white. I think she was like Mexican, or she was something else. She went and got a tan and was happier. She was darker than I was. Like, what? Weird. That was her goal and her accomplishment, to get darker than what I was. She wanted to be black so bad, I guess. But like I said, I'm not ever about the skin, bleach my skin or nothing like that. Maybe I would appreciate a little tan, just get some natural sun. But to purposely like bleach my skin and do all that, I'm not doing that. It is what it is. Like, somebody gonna like it. It's crazy. Yeah, that's wild. Just diet, girl. You'll be all right. Simple as that. People is crazy. Yeah, some people really think that they're better than you because, oh, my skin is darker, or my skin is lighter, or this fact or that fact, and it's like, sit down, be humble. Hey, Kendrick Lamar, sit down, okay. Like, what? Please. If you ain't got the favor of God, I mean, if you ain't got the favor of God, if you ain't got $1 million, at this point, you can't make me feel no type of way. Because that's about the only two things right now that will make me feel type of way. If you got like $1 million right now, and you got like a real strong, I mean, I got a favor God too, so I mean, it really don't matter. But you know, you really got to, at this point, you really got to come with some stuff to make you feel some type of way. I'm so ashamed that I allow bums and losers and stuff like that to make me feel some type of way. And it's like, I was tripping. But you really got to have it going on if you want to bother me or phase me or anything like that right now, because it's not really going to take much right now, the level of confidence that I got. But like, I'm just saying, you really got to come with something if you're trying to make me feel some type of way. They forgot and only see Brownski. I'm sorry, hon. It's crazy. It's too crazy. But some people, I'm just speechless. I don't even have nothing to say to them. I just look at them like they're crazy, dumb, and just really, what's wrong with you? You need help. I go to a better gym than you. This, that. People really be, I don't know. My car is better than yours. I don't give a fuck. As long as I get to point A, B, C, and D. I don't care if you right. I don't even want the newest type of car because those cars are even more fragile. If you really notice, they more plastic and easier to mess up. Just like with phones, they don't really be an upgrade. These are really downgrades if you really peep game. So I don't even want that anyway. So good, nice try of trying to make me feel bad, but it's not working. You know what I mean? But like people just be character. Yeah, I got a 2220. I got a 2020 or 2025. What you call it? And you got that 2018. And it's like okay, I'm gonna let you have that because yeah, it's not like your car is invisible from breaking down just because it's a 2025. What you call it? Like if your car wanted to break down, it would break down. Trust me, believe, and I'd still be rolling in my 2018. You know what I mean? Oh man, let them. Okay, I know that's right. Yes, leave them to dust. Fiberglass and yeah, see what I'm talking about. So you go on your merry way with that destruction. I'll wait till they make newer cars and those ones start actually being a little bit more beneficial. Go ahead. Ooh, some of these rich people be dumb. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not mad because the government keep convincing you to spend your money while I'm over here being smart and saving, and you thinking it's a flex. Go ahead, go off, sis. Ooh, proud of you. Ooh. Or even people who uh might say that they gonna handle stuff differently from you. Going back to standing up for yourself, because that was another thing. Not only when sometimes people are trying to make me feel mean and evil for saying no or standing up for myself. Sometimes that evil would be when I do. They were like, "Oh, I would have handled that differently," or "I would have did this, I would have did that," and it's like, good for you. I don't care because your morals and different things is like different for me. I'll use this example because this is a real good example that made me feel better about myself. It was this mom that told her son like because the girl I think was supposed to gave him an STD, which she really didn't. They found out later or whatever. He was just cheating and trying to reflect it and make it seem like she was a bad girl and all that stuff. But anyways, she was like, if you don't shoot her and do this, that, and the third, you would be and da da da. I don't respect you and da da da. And he listened. He went and shot and killed the girl, and now he's spending his life in jail, and now his freedom is gone just because you allow somebody to project on you. So uh, you could think I'm a punk, you could think I'm ugly, you could think I'm broke, you could think this, that, and the third. But if it's gonna keep me from getting life from jail or other things that I do not want in my life, I'm not gonna do it. So you can have your opinion because I'm not just for you to have a different opinion, which you still probably won't change your opinion about me if you really hate me. Nothing I do probably will even change it anyway. But if it were to, who gives a fuck about having your respect? I don't care. I don't even barely like you. You're a loser, or whatever the case may be. I just don't care. So to try to prove to you, because you would have handled that situation that way, like imagine if I listen, like, okay, yeah, you'd have handled that way. Okay, yeah, cool. I'm about to do what you said, and then I go to jail, and you kicking your feet up somewhere. Like, no, I think I handled it well. I liked how I handled it. That's how I wanted to handle it. And if you really got a problem, maybe you go deal with the person. But that's how the fuck I wanted to handle it. Okay? But projection can be dangerous. It really can. Not only envy and all that, but projection can be as well. Because envy, they do something to you and stuff like that. But maybe they just a little jealous and they project, but they ain't really envious. Maybe they won't really throw acid on your face, but they'll try to project and say, "Oh, if you don't do this, you're a B," and that's dangerous too. So it's like, go ahead and think I'm a B because I ain't handled it how you would have handled it and went to jail for life because I don't want to go to jail for life. You do. So you go ahead and do all that foolishness and try to prove to people who don't even care about you that you're a so-called gangster and go ahead and go spend the rest of your life in jail. Go ahead. Have fun. Because it won't be me. Ooh. He's like, oh, you should stuff her face out. You should do this. You should. It's like, shut up. I handle it how I saw best. Okay. He's almost holding pockets at all. Okay, like stop it. It's really foolishness. Like I try not to really, because again, I'm learning that fighting and everything. That's at this point, it's seeming really ghetto, like a very ghetto way of handling things. At this point, I'm too pretty to fight. I got a lot to lose. I'm not dealing with you and your foolishness. I'm not going to jail for life. Not doing it. I don't even want to go for a couple months. I don't want to go at all. Or it don't even have to be going to jail. I don't, just because I'm in a conflict, I'm not dealing with somebody that's throwing acid on my face. So I'm gonna avoid conflict if it's gonna prevent somebody from throwing acid. Even if somebody like, oh, you're a punk, you didn't go and fight them, and it's like, because most these days when you go and fight people, they ain't really fighting no more. They shooting, they throwing acid on your face, they doing this, they doing that. It's not worth it to prove what point. Because most of the beef be petty anyways. What are we even fighting over anyway in the first place? That's the problem too. Yep, risk your job, your lifestyle, and all that over nothing. It's so stupid. But people ain't thinking that. They just high off this pride and this ego and stuff. If I don't handle it this way, how most people see fit, then people ain't respect me. This, that, and the third. I don't need your respect or want it. The people that's really for me are gonna automatically respect me and see me in the right way. You know what I mean? I don't need the whole world to like me. I probably won't even get to know the whole world. You ain't gonna get to know the whole world. You probably gonna have a couple friends, genuine friends, and that's good enough for me. Okay? Definitely good enough for me. But I done been through too many fights. I know how to fight. I don't have to prove anything to nobody. I don't have to keep getting into these senseless fights. You know? For what? And that's what most people want. They want to trigger you into a scuffle. Because, again, they don't have nothing to lose. They want to make an excuse to scratch your face up and do all this stuff out of jealousy and stuff. So, I'll definitely take the bigger person, higher road. Sit there, look pretty, cross my legs, smile. You're not bothering me. Roll. Pack my bags and be like, you're not worth it. How much percent I got? 10 on here. Let me see what this one got. Oh, snap. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this live stream. I got to charge these phones up. But I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out in whichever way that you came and supported. Whether like, comment, subscribe, share, notification bell for all, suggested something, suggested someone to me, or, all of it is appreciated. Make sure to do what makes you happy. Remember that you're human. Other people can relate to you. Self-love and confidence first. Don't care about other people's opinion, especially if you want to trade lives with them, or they're doing worse off than you, or they just don't wish you the best. They got, negative intentions. Life is a journey, explore, experience, and yeah. Oh, I didn't know you wanted one, love. I was asking you if you had a question or something, or if you wanted one, but I don't think I've seen a response. But I can get you one really quick. Let me see where my charger is. Oh, freak. It's over there. No, it's okay, love. I can pull one. I got a little juice. I can grab my charger real quick and throw it on there. Oh, I didn't see it. Okay, huh? My bad. Yeah, I'm about to go grab it real quick. Oh, snap. Where is the headpiece? And that's been happening to me a lot, too. Not keeping up track with pictures on my phone. Because I'll be tuned into my show or something else lately, and I'm not. And I've been burning food a lot. I don't know. Maybe it's Mercury retrograde. I'm gonna blame everything on that. All right. Specific title, or did you want me to just pull cards? Hey Jay, so these are donation based only. I am offering a free 6 card if it's like a person of your interest, or you just want one for yourself. But anything more than that, a donation is required, and all that information is in the description box of all the prices. Thank you. A truck driver boy, truck driver boy. Trying to think of something to eat. Little acronym here for tidal wave food spirit that you. We getting juicy. Make it juicy for me. And I can make it juicy for you. It gets sweaty for me. Okay, so cut it out. I don't know why. This is the first two things I'm saying. Like, first it could be like this. I don't know who this energy is, but it's like this person could want like you guys to take turns being like dominant and submissive and stuff like that. And it's like you just come in the room and you like just do whatever you feel at that moment. But I'm also seeing like those pop out boxes. And it's like pop out the box looking sexy. I don't know why I'm seeing that. Oh man, I'm seeing fishnets. I heard hips don't lie. They could want you in some leather. Ooh. They want to see that twinkle in your eye. Ooh. I heard big booty Judy up with it. So maybe they want to play that too when you enter the room. Oh man. I'm seeing sex on trips they want to go. Okay. Everywhere, the car, kitchen table, this place, that place. It's like we're gonna make our mark in territory everywhere. Yeah. I don't know why I seen a bed in the house. Maybe not. uh They might want you to do a little trick like suck the condom off. Oh man. I heard a safe word. What's the safe word? Oh, they want to tie you up and hit it from the back. I'm seeing ass up, face down. Yeah, they could be like wanting to rub your ass in a circular motion while they're like giving you oral. Do you want to share? Do you want to over there? Okay. I'm seeing silk sheets. Okay. Yeah, I got a few sheets to change because you know you're gonna mess it up. It's my kitten, my rules. Okay, so they're gonna be asking whose it is till you get them the right answer. Because you might be like mine, or you might not answer, or it might be something else. And it's like till you answer, I'm going crazy. I knew it. Sex in the car. Make it hot and heavy in the backseat of my car, or on top of the car, on the side of the car, anywhere. Back seat, front seat, middle seat if it's really big. Oh, stop it. Might want to spit on your bag, spit in your ass, spit here, spit there. Oh man, I'm seeing them like choke you from the front and the back. They might want to like pinch your neck in the back. They know some stuff, and you know some stuff. It's like bring your best tricks to the bedroom. Oh man, you might be sucking it on the handstand. Y'all know some stuff. I'm trying to say, or y'all about to learn some stuff. Drink it up. Drink my cum every last drop. Phone sex. Yeah, if they can't get to you, it's like a long distance or something, they can't get to you, oh, we gonna have to get something popping. It's so bad I get turned on just by seeing your name pop up, okay? Yeah, I'm saying uh send a nude of you doing this, doing that. It's like you don't control this. I seen what I want to send, but then you end up doing it. Like, all right. They might love you in like red or pink nails, maybe a mixture. Sex in the jacuzzi. Okay. You can't go wrong. I want to clarify that though. I get turned on by luring you away from your partner. What? So, I don't know. Maybe you're gonna be with somebody else during this time, and they try to pull you away. I don't know why I heard cat daddy. And I feel like it's the way you talk to them too that like makes them like climax multiple times, or you know, it's like yeah, push that nut out. Come on, daddy. Like I'm gonna take real good care of you. Da 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 da. Like, ooh, I know that's the best you had. It's no better place to be. You're gonna be feeling like y'all in space some damn where. Taking you to another galaxy, another dimension. And I feel like it's even funny because it's like every time y'all give each other a gift, it's always got to be like a sexual one included. So even on Christmases, y'all giving nice little gifts, and then next thing you know, there's a dildo in one or something else in the other one. And it's y'all, yeah, y'all really hot for each other. And I don't think that spark is ever leaving. Not a dust thing, I'm hollering. Swiper, no swiping, no shit. But I don't know why I heard Chippendales. Rattlesnake. What is going on? Beads. All type of stuff that you don't even know exists. It might be different vibrators, like a lip gloss one. Oh man. Definitely turning you every way but loose. I don't know why I heard a camel that broke the what's the saying? Broke the back or something. oh, oh man, I can't. I heard birthday sex. Take a deep breath. Okay. Yeah, I might put it on the projector. Hmm. Getting very creative. It's getting sticky. It's getting sticky. The straw that broke the camera back. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I don't know what I was saying. I heard you using the lime. Like, what you doing with the lime? See, y'all got some stuff going on. Okay. Yeah, role playing. They break in the house, and then y'all got to try to convince the whoever playing the killer not to kill you in a seductive way, or the robber whoever not to rob you in a seductive way. Yeah, I feel like the role play gonna be fire. The role playing gonna be fire. Everything gonna be flyer. The role play, the dirty talk, the sex itself, everything. Like yeah, the surprises, the adventure. Y'all fucking each other at the same time. You riding him, but he's still kind of like thrusting, and it's like you definitely going on a ride. We got one day at a time. This person probably already spying on you right now. Ooh. Let me lick you up and know to say stop. Oh, the honeymoon gonna be something else. Oh damn. This somebody you getting married to? Baby. Oh, even your spirit guides want this for you. I mean, of course they want all good for you. They can't wait either. I heard Cadillac. They might have a Cadillac. Okay. I heard do it faster, baby. Do it faster. Gonna make you forget all your so-called problems. It's time to take action in one areas. Well, damn. You keep blocking everyone. Maybe that's helping you get to the right person that you ain't gonna have that feeling of having to block them. mm. Oh, shut up, Lauren. I know, I know. Ooh, options. Damn. I heard the golden door, secret door. What is going on? Control. Yeah, I definitely feel like your legs gonna be shaking. You ain't gonna be able to control you squirting back to back. Oh, it's like a windfall. It's definitely a water park. It's gonna make you want to go out and just like help the dang on world and him too. It's like okay, after this, let's go be heroes. Oh man, that's hilarious. Oh, this person got some really nice thick hair. And I feel like he's gonna be calling you all kind of like different like nicknames and stuff. And not only that, but like it might be like Queen. One day he call you Queen. One day he call you Barbie. One day he call you Miss whatever his last name. One day he call you this one, and I feel like you will love it. I also feel like he has a lot of different like things that he do for income too. Like he might be an assistant at a court somewhere. Then he doing garbages these days. Then he doing that this day. But he still makes time for you, okay? And make time to lay down that pipe. But I hope they gave you clarity. I'm seeing the Seven of Swords, the Justice card, Six of Swords, and the rest was all like Oracle sex cards. But they might be an air sign or Aries, or it's a lot in their chart. But they gonna lay down the law, all right. Not only in the court, but in the bedroom. They gonna lay down the law. They gonna lay down the law. You're welcome, love. Thank you. I feel like doing one for my dang on self. Darn it. What you get me into? No, just fine. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or like an Aries vibe I'm getting. Don't have to be, but definitely getting that vibe. He said, do it, do it, do it. Should I do it on here? What I do it towards though? I got plenty of options. I don't even know if I really want to know about them though. To be honest, I might just pull randomly. Get nasty. No, I'm just kidding. Where's my? Because that other charger don't work. It was so cheap, but I just needed a charger real quick. So, and my other chargers fit my old phone. I only got one good working charger, and it's charging the phone that I'm going live on. I need to charge this other one though. It's gonna be okay if it go. I'll still be able to see the chat, but it's definitely better to see both of them. You quit a Libra and Aries, oh my lord. Did you really want to quit them? Hopefully it's new Libra or Aquarius. Or I said Aquarius. Ooh no, Aries. I'm about to use the restroom real quick, and then I'm about to pull for myself. I just don't know if I'm about to pull from for somebody specific right now, or just pull. But when I'm using the restroom, I'm gonna think about that and try to come back. Okay, everybody get that Libra some good love. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do my fellow Libra like that. No. back. No Aquarius for you. You good? I feel you. Me too. Sorry. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna just ask about a Pacific person. You talking about like Birdman? Oh snap! uh, not starting off with this card. I hope you like them big because baby, I'm not lacking. He ain't lying. He ain't. Ooh, what is this? Him trying to remind me that he's big. Like, remember? Hey, remember this? Oh, cut it out. Ooh, he probably trying to doctor it all up, make it look extra good. Get out of here. Ooh, I'm hearing pretty please with a cherry on top. He want me to seize him. He on punishment right now. I think he want me to unblock him. Oh man, now I'm being on punishment. He in the doghouse right now. What he want me to I think this is some like remembering a certain lingerie I had on. I don't know, cause I don't know. In this car is this red bra, and I remember there a time when I was with him and I had a red bra on. He's probably remembering that. Holding it at the shaft. I'm so weak. Ew. He wants to devour me. He wants me to devour him. He over there missing my moans and shit. Now he want me to come over and watch porn with him. Hollering. And he has tried to watch porn with me, but I had shut it down because I wasn't comfortable at time at first. And he does have his own place now too. So this is resonating. Well, it's not like he never had his own place, but I think it's making more sense because I know that he recently just moved back into his own spot. That's hilarious. Come over to my place and watch porn. He probably watching my old videos. That's annoying. I'm trying to go back and find it so I can delete it. But he probably already saved it. I don't want him to have it no more. He wasn't supposed to get it in the first place. He damn near begged me. We have over and over. I want to F you over and over all night long. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Hey, you ain't finna get this. You got to earn me. Well, you gotta earn me again. I don't know why I just heard Streets is talking, so I don't know if like his family is asking about me. Because I know they have before, but I don't know. Now I have to clear that fight out, but I don't know why the hell the streets is talking. Who talking about me? You said long enough to delete it. I'm so weak. No, that's a good one. That's right. Oh man. Oh, he's thinking about my goals. Cause I just heard long hair don't care. I remember he had asked me about my goals, and I told him one of them I wanted to grow my hair longer. That's crazy. So he's thinking about my goals, and he's wondering like if some of these I've achieved yet. So this is like I don't know. This might not really be. This might be getting off a sexual topic. I don't know. Then he all up in invested in my business. Not all night long. It might be all night long because it's been a while. We have submission. Completely submit to me and let your desires run free. He is wild. he he over here trying to really lure me in and seduce me because he know my dang on favorite positions and stuff. Trying to be slick. He want to put his face all in it and get stuck. He want me to give him that look. He want me in my high heels, under the table, in a crowded place. Oh Lord, we did do it out in public before. He want me to scratch his back. He just want me to leave some marks and stuff so he can admire it and look at it for days and shit. Oh, he want me to delete some pictures. I do have a picture with like a little. It's not really lingerie for real. It's kind of like a little see-through sexy shirt, but you can't really see nothing for real. He be trying to have me delete pictures and stuff. Like, boy, where my other sex cards at? Cause he might want to shuffle the music. Let whatever play, whatever's meant. Your scent. Oh, he definitely died for how I smelled. That's really one of like the main things that made him want to hold on to me all night, every day. Them pheromones. And he still wants me. He still want to take me to his hometown. I feel too, because we never got to go. But yeah, I ain't gonna get too much in there because I don't want to really open up too much with that energy. But child, he don't care if it's shaved or not. He'll play with the bush. Oh Lord, I'm done. Oh, I know he missed it for sure. It's been a minute. I've been being stingy. Not really all that stingy. I'm just on a celibate journey. Sorry, you it's your fault you lost out on your privileges to get some of this. That's your fault. Had too much pride and ego and stuff. And I feel like I couldn't trust you, so that's why I stopped. But still, I ain't gonna lie, it's fire. Definitely fire. But I still got standards and stuff. I don't trust you, like you ain't getting it. So if you really want it, you better come in hot and making me trust you. If not, and then it's only memories. It was some good memories, for the most part. Well, for mainly for that part. But I need more than that. So I should disconnect from your energy. You know how to, well, I don't know if you do that or whatever, but most of them read on TikToks, they be like, okay, now close out this energy. I'm going to let your energy go and this and the third. I don't really say that, but I feel like I want to say that right now. Like, I'm going to close this, I'm going to let your energy go. But they don't want to do right, but keep getting it right. That's not how it works. They think that's how it's work or supposed to work, or they want it to work like that, but it ain't. Not over here, boo. Not over here. Then they gotta settle for something that ain't as good, but they keep being able to get it, or they gotta settle for jacking off. But who fault is that? I said I'm bouncing. I'm taking my good coochie with me. uh, no access. Okay. But I'm hungry. I'm just trying to figure out what to eat. I don't want no nasty, greasy pizza. That's out of the question. I'm not cooking right now. You know what? I want a good salad. Chick-fil-A open right. It ain't a Sunday. Ooh. Yeah, I might do that. But I want to go ahead and conclude this live stream. I'm going to be on tomorrow morning. And then after that, I'll probably be back like Tuesday or something. But yeah. Ooh, that sounds so good. And brown rice and ground turkey. It sounds really lovely right now. I'm really just not in the cooking mood today. Like, if I do cook, it's going to probably be something really quick. Because I still got to edit some videos. I still got to do some other stuff. So, I gotta do my hair. I got too much to do tonight. So, before tomorrow. So, but yeah, it was nice having you here, Title. And your read was juicy. You too, love. Hopefully, it's one for the books. Okay? One for the books. Whatever book that is. All right, peace. Much love and blessings.